Hi guys, it's Sita Grace here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you to everybody that watched the last video. You guys are really lovely. I loved your comments. I enjoyed your feedback. So yeah, make sure you leave some feedback after this video finishes. And yeah, I'd also really like your comments. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You can also hit the ring, the bell, yeah, so that you get a notification every time I post a video. So yeah, let's do this! Today I'm going to be talking about the calendar. The calendar is very important to every living thing, every human being. Every person needs a calendar. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter 90, verse 12, it says, "Teach us to number our days so that we may gain a heart of wisdom." It means when we number our days, we gain a heart of wisdom. Anyway, in Ephesians chapter number 5, I think it's verse 16, it also says, "Redeeming the time because the days are evil." And so, redeeming the time basically means making the most of every opportunity that you get as a person, as a young person. As I said before, my blog is about the young at heart and the young. They're the young, and the young at heart. You know, those people that are not so young anymore, but they call themselves young at heart. Yeah, you guys. Anyway, welcome to everybody. Anyway, so as young people, we tend to think that we have a lot of time, and we tend to procrastinate. We tend to, you guys just, I don't know what's happening with my voice today, but this is how I'm talking today, so just get used to it. Back to topic. Anyway, what I was saying was, as young people, we feel like we have a lot of time. And the truth is that that is a myth. I get it. I get it. You feel like you're young and you don't want to be pressured to think about the big things in life, the big decisions. You're thinking, I'm only 20. I'm only 21. Why are you asking me what I want to do with my life? Why are you asking me where I want to go? But the fact is, you think that you have the rest of your life to make those decisions, but the rest of your life is coming at you sooner than you think. Next thing you know, you're 25, then you're 28, then you're 30, and you're wondering, what did I do with my life? Why did I waste my life? As a youth, as a young person, you think, I have so much time. Don't put pressure on me. Your uncles come and they're asking you, maybe you just graduated from college, fresh graduate, you're 21 years old, and your uncle comes, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? And you're like, don't put pressure on me. I have the rest of my life to decide. Darling, you don't have the rest of your life to decide. The rest of your life is coming sooner than you think. And before you know it, while you're wasting time, there are other young people that are using that time, that they're taking advantage of that time and making the most of it. They're making the most of their time. And you know, suddenly you begin to think that, where did they get all this time from? At what time did they do this? Because while you were procrastinating, there was another person that was dreaming, that was having a vision. You know, a vision is important, and it's important for you. I know I've gone totally off topic. We're supposed to be talking about the calendar today, but you know, I'm going there. So your vision is important, and you know, your vision, whatever you want to hit as a young person, is important because it gives you guidance in the way that you should go. It gives you, it helps you to align your goals with that vision. Because if you say you have the rest of your life to decide, the truth is you're wasting time, and you're saying, I am comfortable wasting time, so why don't you just leave me alone? I am only 21. I don't need all this pressure. But another 21, while another 21-year-old is living with their parents, another one is making $1 billion. What's the difference? Vision. What's the difference? Plan. What's the difference? Goal. What's the difference? Calendar. Your calendar is very, very important. If you're in school, your calendar is important. If you're a graduate, your calendar is important. Your time is important. Don't let people waste your time. Have a vision for your life and stick with it. Have goals for your life and stick with them, because nobody will tell you to stick with your goals apart from yourself. Nobody will drive you more than you can drive yourself to achieve your dreams. And trust me, you can do it. There is nothing as a young person that you can't do. You have the most time in the world. You can do anything. If you want, you can make a new discovery and become the next big thing on the internet. You can start a YouTube channel. You can do anything that you purpose to do in your heart, in your mind. That's my vision board, and I can't believe I'm sharing it with you guys, but it's there and you can see it. I have a vision, and at some point in my life I am going to get there, because what? I aimed at it, I aligned my goals with it, and at some point I shall get there. Why? Because it's something that I see every day. The fact about life is that when you aim at nothing, you hit it every time. Terry Seville said, when you aim at nothing, you hit it every time. And that is true. As a young person, if you don't know where you're going, you end up anywhere because you have no destination. There was this quote that I saw the other day. It says that when you don't know where you're going, even distractions become a settling ground or something like that, because when you don't know where you're going, even distractions look like opportunities. Because when you know where you're going, you know what aligns with where you're going, and you know what you need to do to get where you're going. And because you have these goals, it is easier for you to update your calendar. And your calendar is very important because it reminds you of your goals. I'm not that person that has that pretty beautiful calendar in my room that just has days in it. I have this calendar. It's actually a planner. So my calendar plans my days. So for example, this is the month of March. My calendar actually has a verse on it. For the month of March, it says, in his presence there is fullness of joy, and that's Psalms chapter number 16 verse 11. And it's got these grid lines that allow me to plan whatever I have to do in the month of March. So for example, I don't know if you can see my calendar. If you zoom in, you probably can, and you know what I'm doing with my life, but I don't want you to see it. But anyway, I've shared my vision board. I might as well share my calendar with you. Right now, it's got my plan for the month of March. So for example, I'm doing a 22-day study on the book of Proverbs. Actually a 22-day study on Proverbs 31. That's what I'm doing for the month of March. So every single day has a verse reminding me that today I am supposed to study this verse. On the 4th of March, it's got first day of school, reminding me that on the 4th of March I am supposed to go to school. I have other things there that I am not going to share with you, but it's my calendar, and it reminds me of where I am going. It reminds me that on a certain day there is this, and I've got to prepare for it. And I know this is the 21st century, and you can easily do it on your phone, which is nice, but I am old-fashioned. Call me old-fashioned. I like to write my things out. I like to plan my things out. And the thing is, if you do it on your phone, what happens is it's going to remind you on that specific day. It might not remind you 4 days later or whatever. It's just going to remind you on that specific day. But this is my calendar. It's the first thing that I see when I get up. I know what I'm supposed to do next week because I can see it all. I know the whole plan for the month. And if something new comes up today, for example, a meeting next week, I'll put it on my calendar so that I'm reminded that next week there's a meeting. So I'm not going to schedule something different on that day or put some weird thing on that day because I know I have a meeting on that day. So my calendar helps me to be in line with where I am going. It helps me to keep track of where I'm going. It helps me to keep track even my school assessments. If I have school assessments, I will write them down in my calendar. And I know this assessment is due in 5 days. I can see it. And I know that a week after that, there's another assessment due. And I know a week after that, there's exams due. So the more I see my calendar, the more I am motivated to study because I know that the deadline is coming soon. The more I see that the deadline for my essay is coming up, the more I am motivated to write my essay, to start writing my essay, because I know I'm about to hit the deadline. So my calendar is what keeps me motivated to work at what I have to. So the more I see it, the more I want to do it because it becomes irritating. I don't know about you, but for me, I feel like I always want to make progress. I always want to be making progress. And when I'm not making progress, I know it. And it's irritating. You know how I know it? Because if I have completed something on my calendar, I will tick it. Okay, I haven't ticked any of these. And it's the 5th of March. So, but I've done this study, I've done that study, but if I have done it, the fact is I will tick it. I've done some of these things, I just haven't ticked them yet. But the fact is I will tick it. And when I see that there are no ticks, it just means that I have procrastinated. And it shows me how much work I have accumulated afterwards. So then, instead of further procrastinating, like most of the people do, I will then say I have procrastinated. And then I was trying now to find time to do the things that I was supposed to do on that day. But the fact is, if I did it earlier, I would have saved myself so much time to do other things. My calendar has stickers. It's so pretty, it's cute. You don't have to get one like mine, but I got mine from Kurong. You could always get one from Officeworks and update it. Make a plan. What doesn't get planned doesn't get done. So make a plan. You know, it has stickers. It says friend time, says family time, says dinner out, says club, but I don't go to the club, so whatever. It says practice, but I don't do sports. It's got the camp. It's got important. Like, it's got these exclamation marks. I don't know if you can see those. So just there. It's got those exclamation marks, which shows me which plans are important. It's got date night, travel, carpool, shopping. It has the gym as well. It's got a party. It's got the dentist. It's got a lot of things on it. It's got a lot of stickers. But, you know, if it doesn't have, you could always just write it. You could, if it doesn't have stickers, you can always just write them down. I mean, it's easier. So learn to plan your time. Oh my gosh. It's also got this storage pockety thingy. And it's got that boring calendar for 2020, but I'm probably just going to go get another one. But yeah, it's got a storage pocket thingy, so if you want to store anything, you can store whatever you want to store. So yeah, learn to plan your days, plan your times, align your calendar with your goals. Because what happens is, if you don't make a plan, people will plan for you. So you go about your day, or you go about your life, living out people's plans for you, or you're going to help other people fulfill their dreams while you're not fulfilling your dreams. So your dreams are also important. Make a plan for your dreams. What you don't plan doesn't get done. Thank you for watching this video. Please do leave a comment in the comment box, and also like and share this video. as I did say, I am a young Christian and I am willing to address any questions or any topics that you would like me to. So please feel free to send me a DM on my Instagram and Facebook. I will leave my handles so they will come up any minute from now. Or also, if you don't have Facebook or Instagram, which I know people actually don't, you can go to my website www.citegrace.org and send me a message from the contact section, so I will be sure to get your message. Anyway, thank you for watching my video today. Bye bye, see you next week.